Shalom Israel. I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. And shalom to the elect. Now I'm going to get into this quick lesson. Lord willing, to be edifying. You know, going into this movie, I'm into this show on Netflix, as you see on the screen here. It's called Our Planet. Which really is Yahweh Hashem Yahushai's planet, man. You know, because Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, they created the earth. Alright? Yahweh created the earth. Alright? Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, they created the earth, man. Okay? And, you know, it just goes to show you how perfect everything is, man. And it's really more of a, you know, just a marvel at the works of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, man. You know, in this show, they show you like the animals, their makeup, and how their makeup is just perfect for that particular habitat that they may live in. You know, like you have polar bears and seals and walruses that they live in colder climates, which makes perfect sense because they have more fat, all right, on their skin to allow them to withstand those colder climates, fat or fur, and or both, you know. And you have certain elements like certain places like in Africa, in New Guinea. We were saying like that's the second largest rainforest in the world, to where you even have like certain plants that they actually survive off of animal feces and stuff like that, man. Which is like, wow, it's, you know, so everything has its purpose, man. Every single thing has its purpose, to which only the Most High can make this place, man. Only the Most High can create this place, man. You know, from something as small as to where animals choose to use the bathroom at, and it goes back into the earth and it replenishes it, and whatever way it does, goes to show you how the Most High created every single thing in its proper use. You know, another lesson I got just from watching, because I'm only on episode 2. So another lesson I got from watching this show is how you know, how the proper order of things should be. You know, I always remember the Apostle Tahar, he said, you know, every other thing on this earth is in order except Israel, man. You know, animals on order to an extent, you know. Hey, heathens do heathen shit, they're in order. Esau's in proper order, being the devil. But Israel, you know, they out of order, man, because they're following after these other nations, when really, what you're gonna grab, the Lord made us over these nations, man. Okay? So, like the scriptures say, go to the ant, thou sluggard, alright, to find out how to work. So, whereas before, the Lord made us over the animals, to where, you know, they're really supposed to go for us the guidance, you know. Now it's like to where, really, we gotta, at this point, at our lowest state, we gotta kind of like go to them, you know what I'm saying, to see how things are really supposed to be, you know. So, without further ado, I'm gonna get a few precepts. This is Genesis 1:1. It says, in the beginning, God created the heaven and earth. All right. So really, it's the Lord's earth, man. He created it. You know, just like the man on this earth, he would say, you know, if a man created something on this earth, he would usually patent it, man. Which means when you patent something, all right, all royalties and not royalties. The word I'm looking for is like respects. The person who you look to you know, give credence to this work, or give homage or acknowledge who did this work, all right, was a person who put a patent on it, man. Now Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, he put a patent on his work, man. That's why everything is perfect. Okay, so it says, in the beginning God created the heaven and the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep, and the Spirit of God moved upon the face of waters. And God said, let there be light, and there was light. And God saw the light, that it was good, and God divided the light from the darkness. And God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. Alright, this is where you get the sun and the moon from. And the evening and the morning were the first day, which also goes to prove that the evening brings in the evening, alright, of a day is actually a new day. Alright, so as Esau goes from sun up to sundown, really is from sundown to sundown, man. That's actually a new day. Alright, so that's why when we go over a Sabbath, we always say what, from this evening to that evening, because that's when the new day starts. And God said, let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters. Alright, because contrary to popular belief, the earth is in the waters, man. Alright, and it said let it divide the waters from the waters, basically meaning that there's a firmament, alright, or there's a almost like a covering, alright, that divides the earth, which the earth is a form of waters, from the heavens. Alright, which even in the Hebrew, the word heavens means shemayim, which is waters. So it says, and God made the firmament and divided the waters which are under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament, and it was so. Alright. And God called the firmament heaven, you see. And the evening and the morning were the second day. So I'm gonna skip, let me see. I'm going to skip to verse 20. And God said, let the waters bring forth abundantly the moving creatures that have life, and fowls that may fly above the earth in the open firmament of heaven. You know, and that's why you have birds that fly in the air. You have creatures that stay in the water. And God created great whales and every living creature that moved, which the waters brought forth abundantly after their kind, and every winged fowl after his kind. And God saw that it was good. And God blessed them, saying, be fruitful and multiply, and fill the waters in the seas, and let fowl multiply in the air. You know, and that's why in each and every animal, in each and every species of animal, they always, their main purpose, you know, when a man gets together with a woman, their main purpose is to get together and recreate. You know, like the scriptures say, be fruitful and multiply. I think I passed that actually. Let's see. Oh, okay. It says it right here actually. And God blessed them, saying, be fruitful and multiply, and fill the waters in the seas, and let fowl multiply in the earth. And in the evening and the morning were the fifth day. You know, which a day to the Lord is 1,000 years. So technically it took 7,000 years, you know, for the earth to even be created. And God said, let the earth bring forth the living creatures after his kind, cattle and creepy thing, and beasts of the earth after his kind, and it was so. And God made the beasts of the earth after his kind, and cattle after their kind, and everything that creepeth upon the earth after his kind. And God saw that it was good. And God said, let us make man in our image. You know, which just further proves the fact that that word God is Elohim, because it says let us make man in our image. So it was multiple powers as far as Yahweh Shai. Alright, really was Yahweh, which is the most high. Alright, and Yahweh Shai and the angels, man. Alright, creating the earth. Alright, so it says, God said, let us make man in our image after our likeness. Alright, which, you know, the angels, they look like men as well. You know, like it says in the book of Ezekiel. Alright, so we actually look like them. And it says, let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowls of the air, and over the cattle, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth. You know, so really, we, like I was going into before, you know, we're really supposed to have dominion over these animals, which the word dominion means to dominate. You know, we're supposed to have rulership over these animals. So really, we're supposed to be, you know, in order, you know what I'm saying, in a way, how can I put this? I don't want to confuse brothers. But we were supposed to be in proper order, man. How the animals are as far as they're always looking to procreate, or they're always working towards basically you know to keep their species alive, man. That's how we're supposed to be. All right. And as I was watching the show too, I was thinking, like, you have all these animals. They're huge animals, man. The whales, 2,000-3,000 pounds. Polar bears, 2-3 tons. you know Killer whales, fucking 10,000 pounds. Some animals, 6, 7, 8 feet tall. So how much bigger do you think that we were, in the beginning? We had to be a lot bigger because we had dominion over them. We had rulership. We had power over them. We had power over these animals, man. So it says, so God created man in his own image. In the image of God created he him, male and female created he them. And God blessed them and said unto them, be fruitful and multiply, and replenish the earth and subdue it, and have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over every living creature that moveth upon the earth. And God said, behold, I have given you every herb bearing seed, which is upon the face of all the earth, and every tree, and the which is the fruit of a tree yielding seed. To you it shall be for meat. And really, like the brother, the physician in our camp, Shalom, he always goes into to where that's really our strength. The herbs and the being herbivores, man. Which we, of course, we did eat meat, but in the ancient world it was more so like as a delicacy. And when you look at a lot of the animals, like the elephant or the gorilla, they're big animals. But guess what? They don't eat meat. You know what I'm saying? They're herbivores. So it says, and to every beast of the field, and to every fowl of the air, and to everything that creepeth upon the earth, wherein there is life, I have given every green herb for meat. And it was so. And God saw that everything he had made, and behold, it was very good. And the evening and the morning were the first day. Alright, so everything is perfect. And this is Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai's planet, man. This is Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai's planet, man. There was no such thing as a Big Bang Theory, man. Those are, the scriptures say, science falsely so called. The scriptures say, I believe, in the book of 1 Timothy 6. That's science falsely so called. That's knowledge falsely so called, man. This is let me see. So it says, wisdom reacheth from one end to another mightily, and sweetly doth she order all things. Alright, and this is basically going into how the Lord made everything beautifully, man. And it's wisdom, man. It's wisdom. And wisdom is wisdom is a beautiful thing to have. Like when you read the book of Wisdom of Solomon, as we going into now, it's a beautiful thing to have, man. You really don't have any, when you have wisdom, you don't have any other questions, man. Because the Lord, as the scripture said, the Lord created the world with wisdom, man. So for us to basically, this is basically us basically getting to know the Lord, man, by, watching the earth and seeing how the Lord is doing things, just with the, how the animals are, man. That's a way of us getting to know you. How about Shimi Hawashai, man? So it says, wisdom reacheth from one end to another mightily, and sweetly doth she order all things. Alright, so Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai used wisdom to order the animal world, man. Like that show was basically the same thing as this show, Our Planet, is called what? Animal Planet, man. Alright, which is another world in itself. That's another cosmos, man. But even wisdom orders the animal planet, man. It says, I loved her and saw her out from my youth. I desired her to make her my spouse, and I was a lover of her beauty. So when you watch his show, it's just like, wow, this is wow. It's like, wow, it's a lot of stuff I never knew, man. You know, certain animals, like I was going into before, certain animals are privy to certain habitats. You know, you have certain animals which through the spirit, I was thinking to you, like you got certain animals that are meat for other animals, to which is why, you know, that I believe also why their main why they're so keen on finding a mate to to have offspring, man. So when they die off, they can continue to live on. So as I loved her and saw her from my youth, I desired to make her my spouse, and I was a lover of her beauty, and that she is conversing with God, she magnified her nobility, the Lord of all things loved her. For she is privy to the mysteries of God, and a lover of his works. Alright? If riches be a possession to be desired in this life, what is richer than wisdom that worketh all things? You know, so this really, like I said, it's just a acknowledgement. It shows acknowledgement really of the Lord's work, man, of the wisdom that He used to, and how intricate He made these things, man. You know, hey man, so it's just all praises again to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. And with that, shalom to the elect.